Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I just saw a really cool movie titled A Ghost Story. It stars Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. And there's not a whole lot of dialogue to it, but the story itself is really interesting, really intriguing. It starts off kind of like your typical love story. But then Casey Affleck's character, he unfortunately dies in a car accident, a severe car accident. And then after a certain amount of time, I guess you could say his ghost then decides to haunt the house where, of course, where his, I guess, girlfriend or wife, or I think girlfriend, well, Rooney Mara's character, the characters in this, they don't go by any actual names. Because it's just kind of like, I don't know, that's like a decision that the director made, so, so Casey Affleck's character, his ghost, haunts his house, and he's kind of like trapped there, I guess, until he gets some kind of closure. But at the same time that he witnesses, and by the way, when I say haunt, it's not like a horror, like a typical horror kind of haunting thing. It's just more like he's just there and he's witnessing, of course, Rooney Mara there and her going through her period of mourning, and eventually she moves out, but he's still there, and I mean, at least his ghost is there, and then he's there pretty much for very long time. So he witnesses all, like, other people move into the house and move out, and then he even witnesses the house being demolished, and I guess the land is sold off to some corporation or something like that, and then these, like, eventually these big skyscraper buildings, like office buildings, are constructed, and that's pretty much it. But I mean, no, in all honesty, it really is a really interesting movie because it gives you a sense of how time might pass, say, when it comes to the perspective of some kind of being or some kind of energy that, isn't bound by physical form, isn't, constrained by any kind of physical limitations. Because it's interesting the way it happens, where like the ghost, it's like 1 second, he'll be in a certain moment in time, and then all he has to do is really turn around, and then he could automatically be like 5 or 10 years into the future or something like that, or a little more what's the word, at a different point in the timeline or something. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very interesting. You definitely have to see it, because ultimately towards the end, there is a resolution. There is some resolution. I really liked it because I haven't seen any other movie like it. I can't even say, like, I can't even think of any other movie that really comes close to it. Yeah, there's a time travel aspect, but it's not like a typical kind of time travel thing. Because, like I said, it's a ghost. So this ghost is not, is not bound, not constrained by physical limitations. Well, yeah, it's just, it really, and especially the end, obviously I'm not going to give away that, but the ending itself really made me think differently about time and how it passes, and just the fact that ultimately, when you really think about it, we're all trapped in this or rather, it's more like we believe we're trapped in this never-ending cycle. And not only that, but like we believe that time is truly linear. We believe that, that time, in other words, most human beings believe that time controls us. When really it doesn't have to be that way. It's just our understanding. It's our belief in time being strictly linear. That's what controls us. Yeah. And of course, I realize that may sound far out there and spacey, and but there's no way to explain it without sounding weird or spacey. But yeah, ultimately, what I give this movie, I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. Originally, I was thinking like 9 or something, or 9.5, but yeah, just the fact that it's so unique. And again, I haven't seen any other movie quite like it, in any way. Like, I mean, yeah, again, there's a lot of other time travel movies out there, but nothing quite like this, really. So yeah, I give it definitely 10 out of 10. And also too, all the performances are great. Even some of the other actors in this who aren't so well known. There's another scene in this where there's this guy who does a very interesting monologue. Very interesting monologue about the universe and the meaning, or rather meaninglessness of existence. And, but it's not like really, it's not depressing. It's like, I don't know, it's like slightly uplifting in a way. I don't know. See, and that's another reason why I believe everyone should watch this movie. Definitely. So, I mean, granted, I know it might be hard for some people to wrap their minds around, but it's still worth watching. So, yeah. I don't want to say any more about it. I mean, I don't really believe I can say any more without spoiling most of it. So, yeah, so that'll do for my review of A Ghost Story. Once again, I give it 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.